Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Joe. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm bringing you a very special tutorial, something that I've been doing myself, but I haven't shared with you guys yet, and that is building a DIY aquarium canopy. Now, these things are really simple to build. They're really cheap to build. They're a great project. It's fun to do, in my opinion, and it makes your tank look so much better. It's ridiculous. But before we get into this, remember to hit the subscribe button and like the video if, don't like the video unless you don't like it. That's not being very honest, but you know, I would like a like, you know, but now we're getting sidetracked here. Anyway, let's get right into this. Measure the length. In my case, that's 24 inches. Width, that's about 12 and a half. And of course, subtract the 3/4 of an inch that the front piece is going to stick out. And then also the height. And in my case, I want that height to be around 6 inches up from the frame, so it kind of levels off with my other tank. Now when you measure for the height of the frame, you only want it 6 inches up from the actual tank top, but when you go down to the height of the plywood, you want to add an extra. In my case, that's an inch and a half, so that it actually, the plywood hangs over the trim and conceals it and it doesn't look weird. Okay, so step 3 is cutting the wood to the correct size of your measurements, how big your tank is. Cut it to the correct size, and then we can start assembling the actual canopy. Okay, so when it comes to assembling it, first you want to pre-drill your holes. That way the wood won't crack. Since it's really thin wood, you got to be careful about that. But then you can just drill your front 2 legs onto the front bottom piece of the canopy, and we can see the screw in there. It holds it pretty well. You only really need 1 screw. Now that I have the 2 legs on, we can put the top piece of the front of the canopy on there. And you can see that's kind of what you're going to screw the plywood onto, and that's going to be the main front of the canopy. Drill your leaf holes, and after you're done with that, you can just put in new screws, and you'll have the front of the frame already done. Alright, so now we can start on the back of the canopy, well, the back half of the frame. First, you want to put the back pillar, basically, that's going to hold up the roof into the corner there. Screw 1 screw through the front and 1 through the side. That way it doesn't move at all. It stays nice and firm. And do the same to the other side. Now, wait. Stop right here. See, I lost a little bit of footage here. It was just the final legs, putting the final legs in the back of the canopy and putting the plywood on. Now, if you look at the clip, it's pretty straightforward. You can see where I put the screws. You just screw the plywood in. Use like 4 screws, 2 on each corner, or 1 on each corner, so four corners. For the plywood, and the other legs is really simple. It's just like 1 or 2 screws, no matter, depending upon whether it swings at all. You know, you might want to add a 2nd screw, but it's really straightforward. So sorry I forgot the footage. I lost the footage, but it's pretty straightforward. So I hope this cleared things up. All right, guys, we have the main canopy all built, and let's take a look at it. It's pretty basic. It's just like a little box that we can put over. I ran the Dremel along the edges just to kind of smooth it out a bit. And now I'm going to go over this with some sandpaper before I get some wood filler and fill in the little cracks just to kind of finish it up a bit.
so the canopy's on the tank, and I think it looks pretty dang good. It finally matches my 20-gallon, and it's kind of leveled out at the top, and it looks good. Oh, and a bonus tip. If you have a saltwater aquarium especially, cover the screws with silicone or saw them down a bit so that they don't get all rusty in there. You know, the silicone will protect them, stop them from rusting, and it'll just make it overall much better. I don't know.